It came upon a midnight clear, that glorious psalm of oats. I don't know what the words are there. I've said psalm of oats my whole life. I'm almost certain that's not correct. Happy holidays, guys. Merry Christmas. Welcome back to Full Circus. My name is Tristan Sartoris. No, I do not know any of the words to any of the Christmas songs. It sucks, but maybe in a few years, I will stop confessing to the fact. I'm never going to learn the words, and that's okay. But I hope to one day never admit that out loud again. Guys, how are you doing? It's Christmas. It is, in fact, the most wonderful time of the year, and that's not me saying it. That's life, okay? So if you disagree with that little fact, you're wrong. And again, that's not me. That's the world calling you incorrect. And that's doesn't have anything to do whether or not you celebrate Christmas, okay? You could be Hanukkah or, what's the other one? Holy crap. Okay, I don't mean it. I don't mean to be insensitive. I forgot it. My brain's slipping, and we got to keep on moving. But regardless, you hate Christmas, you love Christmas, you're the Grinch. It is the most wonderful time of the year, and the feelings are just so magical, and they're intense, so much so that you can almost reach out and touch them. You know what I mean? You can almost taste them, but don't. Okay, we don't know what's up there, but it is just I don't know. It really hits you in your soul. If you let it, you got to be open to the soul touching. Okay, it can be a little intimate. It can be a little scary and gross at sometimes. But if you open yourself to Christmas, Christmas will reach back and it'll touch you, respectfully. But anyways, guys. I'm starting off hot. Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be in a place, in a town that Santa Claus is coming to. I love that song. I love the way they sing that. Santa! And they just shout it at the top of their lungs. And I don't think he's ever going to come if they never go to bed. But I do enjoy it. Do you guys have a favorite Christmas song? Do you? I don't know any of the words to them, so it's hard for me to have a favorite Christmas song, I'll be honest. I will say I do have a least favorite. You know, we talk about favorites a lot, but do you have a least favorite Christmas song? Because I'll share with you a true story here. The song I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus used to piss me off as a child. Okay, and you have to know something. I grew up in a firm, deeply believing in Santa Claus household. Okay, I believed everything I heard about him with 100% fact and truth to my own detriment. And I would hear people singing this song about Santa. Hey, I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus. I'm like, what? Mom? Huh? And I wasn't to the age where I could confront her or confront those feelings. I just looked down on her in a way. I'll be honest. I lost some respect. It's like, And everyone was so happy and fine about it. You going to do dad like that? Are you kidding me? And it took me a long time to get over that. Mostly when I found out it wasn't true, but it was just tough because as a kid, I guess I internally decided it was more likely my mom had poor morals than my parents got me the GameCube. So I'm sorry, Mom, that I ever felt that way. But was I upset when I found out this holly jolly homewrecker wasn't real? Absolutely not. I was relieved. So that song still strikes me in such a way. I despise it. I go, get it off! Get it off! Infidelity around Christmas? Not in my house. Not in my house. So if you guys have any specialty Christmas songs, feel free to let me know. But yeah, dude, it's Christmas. It's merry. We got decorations. They're thrown up. They're strung up. They're strewn together. I still don't know how to decorate. I literally, I'm sure you can tell, throw it at the wall and see what sticks. There's no tacks. There's no tape. I literally threw it at the wall, and whatever stuck is up there. If it's not up there, it didn't stick. So it's just something I got to work on. Or maybe when you build a family, you kind of get better at these things, but it's just all foreign territory. I throw the ornaments on the tree, and there's no hooks on it either. And I thought I bought shatterproof ones. I did learn very quickly that wasn't true. So make sure you do read the box if you're going to venture out and decorate trees by yourself without a family. This is just me, okay? Having fun, throwing things up together, anti-Grinching it, and doing what I can. So, yeah, you know, it's fun. We did what we could. Are the presents wrapped? Absolutely not, because I don't like wrapping presents, so I thought maybe this would kind of bring forth the joy of just having the gifts exposed. Cop out. I didn't have wrapping paper. So that's fine, guys. That's fine. Does anyone else struggle with that, and I've mentioned this before. It's such a weird feeling for me, man. And I hope to one day, this is something I'm working on this Christmas, okay, this season. I'm 25 years old. I'm trying to usher in a new unwrapping confidence. It's not a problem you'd think you'd struggle with, okay? Every year, every holiday, people give you gifts. That's just the way life goes. I'm sorry if you don't receive gifts, and I just said that, and you're like, I didn't realize this was happening. Everywhere else, people are getting gifts. Yeah, we're getting lots of them, and it sucks, man. And it doesn't make any sense, but I can't overcome it. And it's largely rooted in my upbringing. Okay. Now, while my mother is the sweetest being on earth, she is very respectful and was just trying to mind her manners as most as possible. So when I would open up presents around Christmas time, I would open, wow, I got this thing. And she wanted to make sure that her parents knew that we were grateful. So I'd open it up like, oh, this is great. And I hear, hey. Thank you. I'm like, what? Oh, okay. And she, and it was just kind of scared the life into me. Oh, thank you, Grandma. I'm so happy. I love this. This is more than I could have ever loved anything before. And my grandma was unfazed by it. She's like, okay, dial it back a little. There's a $5 gift card to Subway, but okay. But yeah, it was always a lot of emphasis on being thankful. So I worry about showing that. And to this day, okay, and friends and family who listen to this, who will be around for Christmas, if you see me open a present, look to my mom. Again, the sweetest being. But she will go like this. I'm 25 years old. I guarantee you, I can promise you for a fact, she will look over and she will say, Tristan, did you? Hey. I would like to legally say my mom never threatened me with violence, okay? Because if I don't, she will beat me up. No, I'm kidding. All right, my mom's listening, and I know that some people in her circle listen. I want to make it clear sometimes when I'm joking, even though I think it's obvious. Yes, she's wonderful. Yes, I still can't open presents because of her. I'm sorry. So anyways, guys, yeah, I am wearing a gingerbread onesie, and you might be thinking, that's embarrassing. It's pretty hard to pull off. Yeah. Yes, it is. And yes, it is. I tried to wear this thing with so much courage and as boldly as possible. I saw it on the rack, and, like you do when you're shopping for clothes, you think, that'll look good on me. That might go with the stuff I wear. It doesn't. And I tried to feel happy about it, but I brought it up to the counter, and I was joking with the lady, and I go, I was so glad you guys had one of these left. I really wanted it. It's a gingerbread onesie. And then she goes, actually, I've never seen anyone buy one of these ever. You're the first. And I go, okay. Well, it just makes me feel a little bit stupid, even though I'm purposely wearing it to find something silly and embarrassing. But it's okay. It's cool. However, when I wore it out of the store, by the way. Okay, if that tells you anything about the confidence level that I have in my onesie choices. I did go to the store shortly after, and if you thought I was embarrassed before, check this out. I walk in there, and I have to use the restroom. Okay, so I'm trying to find it. I can't, so I go up to a young woman, and I say, excuse me, miss, where's your restroom at? And she goes, huh? I go, where's your restroom? Because I'm a gentleman, okay? And I don't know if she didn't hear me or if it's the fact that I'm wearing a gingerbread onesie and a grown man walking through the grocery store. But she goes, what? One more time. And I say, where's your bathroom? And she goes, oh, it's over there, down aisle 13. I go, awesome, sweet. She goes, but you need to ask for permission first. And I go, can I use the bathroom? She goes, oh, it's not up to me. You have to go up to the front desk and ask them, the wizard who sees all. So I run to the front desk. I have to go to the bathroom so bad now. By the way, it took extra long because I got to get out of a onesie. But I get to the front and I say, hey, sir, can I go to the bathroom?
A key to go to the bathroom? What, you don't trust me? You think I'm going to steal your toilet? What happened to this country?
Feeling it's juvenile, but I'm like, okay, I assume I have to get a key from you. Hey, sir, can I get the key to the restroom? He's like, there's no key. I go, what? He goes, yeah, you just have to come up and ask. I go, all right, so I can go to the restroom now? He goes, 1 second. Yeah, we need a guy down aisle 13. We got a gingerbread man who needs to go to the restroom. Holy smokes, dude. I purposely tried to wear something embarrassed, and somehow life still found a way to twist it even better. It actually wasn't bad. I'm over-exaggerating. I started laughing either out of embarrassment or because I did find it funny in the moment. But it was pretty amazing, for one, that you have to go through so many hoops to use the bathroom, but two, that they announce it over the speaker and what I'm wearing, because the guy he comes and he unlocks the door in front of everybody and then lets you in. So he's like, just go wait down there by the end of aisle 13. He'll come get you. So I'm just posted up in a onesie waiting for somebody else to let me go to the bathroom. At this point, I could have just gone somewhere else, but you have to take these stories as far as they'll go. So that was sweet. Also, when I was checking out the onesie, when you check out with your card and it pops up the little, hey, do you want cash back? And I don't know if it's always been happening, but I've been noticing it a lot more when I've been checking out. It keeps popping out. Do you want cash back? 5, 10, 15, whatever. No, decline. And whether it's just because I've been buying a lot of things during the Christmas season and such, because, hey, he's a generous guy. But I keep hitting decline immediately. And this time, what I didn't see happening was it pops up. I see the little thing. Do I want cash back? No. And as I hit it, she goes, do you want to donate to St. Jude? Oh! Loudly. She didn't say anything after the whole, I've never seen anyone buy one of these ever. This was while I was buying the gingerbread costume. And we were quiet. We're checking out. And then I hit that and she goes, so would you like to donate to St. Jude? Oh! Everybody hears it. It's so quick. I look around. I'm like, I didn't know. It has nothing to do with the kids. It's not about. Oh yeah, but you have $38.99 to spend on a gingerbread onesie, but you can't spare 25 cents to the children. And I feel like everybody's judging me. And I'm picking up my pajamas. And I said, sorry, St. Jude. But yeah, she embarrassed me straight up, and I have to like go back or something. It's like, I'll give money to the kids. I promise. I don't know what more you want from me. So it was tough. I put this on. I made a conscious choice, a decision to find the most ridiculous attire possible. And then it was like, hey, you're so dumb for getting that anyways. I was like, yeah, it's like an ugly Christmas sweater. Like, no, nobody would even buy it for that. Okay. And you cheap too. Okay, guys, can I just go to the bathroom? Not unless we tell everyone. So that was a span of 30 minutes. I got punched in the face pretty good. But yeah, guys, we're cheering on, we're champing on, and getting where we can. So I'll tell you this, guys, all right? And this is something I've been doing by accident lately. I don't mean to be doing it, but I keep telling people I almost got them something for Christmas. Okay, and I see the error of my ways, but I have a big grandiose idea, and then it falls through, and I go, oh, I was actually going to do something else for this one thing, but it didn't come. They go, aw. And I've realized, okay, that it is entirely the thought that counts. It has nothing. I'm now receiving a bunch of brownie points over and over again from multiple people. Go, oh, it's going to do that one thing. It's like, oh, such a sweet kid. I was like, I didn't do it though. All I did was I thought that would be nice to do that. And like, yeah, but it didn't. So they're very nice and they're very sweet towards it. So I'm not saying this is a hack. If you don't want to get anybody this season, just tell them, hey, I almost did this super crazy thing. I didn't, but I almost did. They tend to go, it's the thought that counts. And I go, indeed it is. And that's all it will ever be. But I have been raking them in, man. People have been looking at me like a saint lately, which is nice because, well, I'm wearing a onesie. What else is going on, man? I tell you this much, all right? It's just... 1 second, my freaking chair went down. You know what's cool is that now I have everything kind of open. You can see me adjust this on the fly. I don't know if I'm actually thrilled about that. You know what? It's something about these fake suspenders that I feel like just... it's not flattering. But anyways, guys. Yeah, Christmas over here at the Sartoris time has been great. Families in town, and I don't mean to over-exaggerate, but let me be vulnerable. Let me be frank. Let me be clear. Let me be coastal. crystal. Why did I say coastal? Clear coast. Clear water? I have no idea. But yes, I might be having the happiest season of Christmas of all time. And I don't know why that is, but there's just so much familialness, man. There's so much family. And our thing is going right? Absolutely not. Okay, we tried to go take a little Christmas get-together trip last night, and the whole place was shut down. It was under construction. We drove an hour out of the way, and then there was nothing there. And yes, it fell flat on its face, but yes, I looked at that like a positive because I've never experienced such a failure before. No, it's not it. It's hard to explain, but there's so much. I don't know. I love my family so much, and I'm just really enjoying all the chances that you can get. And you can say that a lot. You can go, well, appreciate your family, appreciate the time you got with them. There's only so many times that your mother's going to look at you like you're an idiot for not saying thanks to your grandma. But, there is something to be said when it really connects and you really sit back for a minute and you go, this is nice. Like the grandfather who sits back in the rocking chair and he just watches because he looks back at his legacy and all that he's built, his wife and his kids and their families, and they've all branched out, and this is all collectively from the grandfather, and it's all building and building and building. He just admires what he's done and what he's built. He doesn't need to say anything. He just enjoys the moment. He likes to have them over. It's nice to kind of sit back and do that. And I don't know if I've been doing that by choice necessarily, but it's just been hitting me a little bit more. And I've done nothing more this Christmas necessarily but focus on that. And I'm so thrilled about it. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is be grateful. Okay, you ungrateful morons. I was watching, what is it called? The Goldbergs. They say the word moron a lot, and I adore it, man. You don't hear the word moron tossed around, okay? I'm trying to get back into the old slang of insults. I've said this before. Moron, just idiot, or loser has such a profound impact on somebody to go like, hey, not like, hey, you what a stupid loser. Like, no, you are a loser. Is such a critical, it's kind of like my experience with this outfit. But to look at somebody and say, you are a loser, that's what you are. You don't win, you lose. You lose at everything. You are a loser. I think it's just you don't need to dress it up. You don't need to get fancy and aggressive. You don't need to swear. You don't need to be suave or swift or quick just to say you are a loser. Whew. Beautiful insult. I know I just talked about how great Christmas is and magic and the familiar gathering, but in case anyone out there is not having a Merry Christmas, just put that one in your back pocket. It is a good way to drive it home. We've watched so many Christmas movies. We watched back-to-back Home Alones, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you watch them on live TV with all the commercial breaks, it was about 7 hours of Kevin McAllister. And it took a long time. It took all night. And then the next day we watched all 3 Santa Clauses. So there's a lot of time going in. And you know what I love about Christmas movies is, like other movies, they try to make sure there's continuity and this makes sense. And we can do this and that. Every movie except for the Fast and Furious franchise, of course. But a lot of movies tend to go, does this make sense for the character? What is this happening? Is this realistic? What's the logic in this sense? Christmas movies don't do that. They go, hey, this 8-year-old kid is going to fist fight 2 burglars. He's going to take them on. They're going to fall off the roof. They're going to be tortured beyond measure, but they're going to keep getting up. Why? Because there might be a little bit of money in this house as opposed to the other 90,000 houses they could be robbing. They are the wet bandits. But it's funny because it's the only kind of movie where we don't go, yeah, that wouldn't happen because he stepped on the nail of that, the way he's shocked. And it's just great. There's a certain suspension of disbelief you do with Christmas movies that you don't really apply to other ones. I think Hallmark is a good example of that. We watch the Hallmark movies. My mom loves them. And I do have a fondness for them just growing up and watching those with her. But those movies, simplistic in design, but also how unrealistic. I mean, you have a nice billionaire woman. She's the CEO of everything. And she's like, you know what? I need a break. And she goes to a small town, throws away her whole career for just a guy who works at his mother's bakery. And he's like, you know what? You're kind of a brat. And she's like, I am not. And then she slips on a piece of ice. He catches her and he goes, actually, We're meant to be. And then they are. And that's how life is, I guess, in the Hallmark movies. It doesn't make any sense. They don't even know much about each other. But, she slips. He makes pie sometimes, and sometimes he works at the vet. It's always like the guy or whoever's in the small town is just like a saint. Everyone knows him, and he's struggling. And then whoever comes from the big city, they're always just so uptight. But somehow they meet in the middle, She gives up her cushy 7-figure job in Manhattan for the farm. And I don't think that's realistic. However, who's to say? I've never experienced such equality. I've never been at the absolute top of the food chain. And maybe if I can get there, I will throw it all away to go and make pie or feed the ducks. I have no idea. But that's Christmas to a lot of people. And maybe there's some magic in there. But it feels unrealistic to me right now. Maybe there's 8-year-olds out there defending their home. But anyways, guys, that's what's been going on a lot in my life, and it's Christmas time, and we're happy to be a part of this. We did get some questions, by the way, okay? And this, I don't remember what the segment was called that we answer questions with. Advice from an a-hole. No, that's not it. Wisdom from a wickedly handsome man. I don't know what it was. Information from an imbecile? Maybe that was it. It was something funny like that. But we'll try and do something with moron or loser. Lucky losers. I don't know. That's besides the point. Anyways, we have a question written in here from Anonymous. It says, does Christmas still feel like Christmas? Especially without snow. Now, I assume you're asking me specifically and not the world, because I don't think the world feels that way a lot. I've talked to numerous people, friends, family, and they go, it's just not the same. Christmas isn't what it was before. I don't feel the magic, the serendipitous nature of the interweaving, winding roads of holly jolliness. For me, I will say, obviously, I spent 20 minutes talking about, hey, life's great, and I love to call people loser. Like, Christmas means a lot to me, and I'm still in my bag, dude. I am in a Christmas zone. However, I do understand where a lot of that comes from. And, it depends on what Christmas was magical to you before. If it was just about Santa being real, you're like, that's Santa, it's so unique. And then you find out, he's not real, and you're like, thank God he's not cheating. Then, you lose that aspect. Or maybe it's about the presents, okay? Or just I think there's something about when you're a kid and there's these things where you can't do them yourself. There's something that you're at the will and the liberty and the support of whoever wants to be generous and make these moments. People make magic for you. Your parents or whoever takes care of this whole season, and they make it this way. And when you get to a certain age where you can do that, you can put on your own movies and you can listen to your own music and you can buy your own presents and you can make your own magic, it loses its luster in that sense. But even then, man, it's kind of like McDonald's. Like when you're a kid and you wanted to go to McDonald's, McDonald's was crazy because you can't buy McDonald's. You can't take yourself to McDonald's. But when your parents chose to take you to McDonald's, you got fat. But by the way, the McRib is back. I've never had it, but just saying, there is some magic still there. I think there is some sort of, kind of like what I was mentioning before. I don't know if I'm even answering your question well, but I think there's something about choosing to be present in it and also finding out where your magic lies. For me, the magic has always just been the family gathering, and my family still gathers. So right now, hey, baby, it's still magic. But for some people, it was just about presents. They go, I used to get presents, and now, you've greedy son of a gun. Now they don't, or they can get their own. It just doesn't have the same luster. You got to find that. You got to find the what I'm trying to say is it's your fault. No, I don't know. I don't know what the answer for it is exactly. Find the magic for the season. And this applies to anyone, whether you celebrate Hanukkah. Kwanzaa! Yes! I found it. I'm so glad. I've really just been stalling this whole episode so far to bring that back around. It's Hanukkah or Kwanzaa? I knew it. I knew it was out there. So anyways, now we can start the show. don't write questions to me because I don't know how to answer them. I lost the plot after I hit that Quantico. I hit the Hanukkah Kwanzaa combo. I lost the point of there. Yes. Okay. Look, when other people took care of you and did everything for you, yeah, of course. I mean, you got put in a sleigh and it was festive. All you had to do was say, yes, I'm part of it. But you have to make a conscious choice and believe, kind of like at the end of Polar Express where he's shaking his bells. He's shaking his bells and he says, I believe. And what appears but Santa Claus, that evil himself. But, it takes effort, okay? I think that's what I'm trying to say, is to relive the specialness that Christmas had and anything had, Like I said, McDonald's or Easter or whatever was fun for you before. Now it takes effort, and you have to put in effort, okay? I think what I'm trying to say is people are lazy. And again, I was right. It's your problem, man. Get back in it. No, you're doing a great job, whoever you are. And hopefully Christmas is feeling better. Guys, I apologize. I'm like, guys, write some questions and I'll give you beautiful advice. And then I flop on it, but that's fine. However, you do have the bonus, especially without snow. I like this theory that if there is no snow, then you no longer get to have Christmas. I mean, I guess, dude, like I said, whatever made Christmas magical for you, if it was the snow and there's no snow, you're screwed. And there's no way to sugarcoat that with sugar plums. But yeah, I think Christmas can absolutely be special without snow. Otherwise, everyone in the South is totally bummed out forever. I will say this, however, as someone who is freezing currently, there's something to be said about the difference in temperature and the way that you perceive things. Okay, this is just a thought and a theory that I'm making up on the fly, but when you take a shower, you take a hot shower, time just ticks by. Okay, you relax, it washes over you, and you're just in the zone. Okay, now when you take a cold shower, you crank that to the absolute piss meter of pain. You notice every second. You're counting it like a watch, tick, 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 and you feel, gosh darn it, every freaking frozen droplet that strikes your body. You notice you're much more present. So I think there might be something that correlates with the snow and just crappy weather and temperatures. So maybe, just maybe, if it were to snow or if you were in a colder or harsher climate, Christmas might feel a little bit more special because we're like, hey, I'm here. I'm noticing everything. It sucks, but I'm here. And maybe, just maybe, I will have to strike. I mean, I lived in Georgia for a little bit growing up, but I was still just bewildered and enamored by the McRib and Christmas at that point that I was still feeling the magic, and I still do. But I would say if that is a factor for you, if the Christmas snow is what is keeping you from feeling that, man, I would say take a cold shower or don't bundle or just do something that makes you uncomfortable. You know what? Get bitter and painful and, just don't get comfortable ever. And you'll be surprised how much you notice. You ever sit in a plank for a long time? Yeah, a minute is a long time. You ever sit out front of a microwave? You're like, gee, I can't believe how long 28 seconds is. There's something about the pain of patience or uncomfortability that, I don't know, maybe it just adds. Maybe it adds, but I don't think I helped your question or your sorrows in any way. However, thank you for the question. Feel free to write in again. I don't really brief the questions. I don't think about my answers before going in. I understand that I should. That's on me. I should get around to it. By the way, dude, look at this. I have this sweet little photo of a nice, well, they're someone's grandparents, okay? I saw the photo and I thought, well, gosh dang it, I don't know them, but do they look happy? Yes, they do. So now I have a photo of just some people here. And if that's not festive, I don't know what is. So guys, I think that's pretty much all we have to do about everything. I think I spend most of the time making fun of people. And I'm sorry about that. But hey, that's what makes Christmas magic to me. So, hey. Yes, I guess we'll just close by saying we love the season. Oh, no, we have another episode. I was going to say, I'll see you in the next year. We have another. Don't even worry about it, guys. We're still fine. I will say, have a wonderful time. Santa Claus is coming to town, unless, of course, he's not. In that case, thank God we hate him. Maybe. We'll give him a chance. All right. I'm not opposed to a faithful, loyal Santa. And by the way, he was screwing over Mrs. Claus, and that also just Oh, I hate that song. But anyways. Yes, guys. Just enjoy sugar plums or something, and 'twas the night before Christmas. I I thought of that a couple hours ago. I've never occurred to me that I could put it. Is that blasphemous though? I'm quite honestly taking Christ out of Christmas and putting my name there. That might be as bad as it gets.
Blasphemer!
However, for the sake of the story, 'twas the night before Christmas, and all through the space, not a single frown was showing, not even your face. And there were sounds, and there were noises, and there was freaking clatters as he shouted in the mic. For your ears they did shatter. And there was other things and happened and lots of stuff too. But Merry Christmas to all! And Merry Christmas to you! I didn't even get the last line right! Gosh! So anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been a Merry Christmas episode of Full Circus. I love you. I appreciate you. Hope you guys are having the most beautiful holiday of ever. I'm freezing, okay? I need to go. I can't bend my fingers anymore, and that's fine. We're going to appreciate this. Appreciate that. And you know what? Yes, I'm cold, but yes, I can tell you and I can look you in the eyes and say, I love you. I'm here for everyone. And you know that I'm being sincere because these seconds take a long time for me, okay? I would love to just run away, but I'm here and I'm present. Not a lot of it makes sense, but you know what? That's the podcast. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you in the absolute next episode, in the absolute future. And absolutely have a wonderful, happy season. Okay, guys, who's up for the bees? I don't know why I do that.
Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright.
Oh, what fun it is to ride those lanes on tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle